I know it goes against the grain. A lot of times, you know, everybody's talking about the perfect hash browns, and they say, put a lot of butter on there. And then they say, leave them sit. Don't touch them. That's true if you're going to do a slab. But if you're doing them like this, you just want to let them sit for that initial, like, heat up crisp on the bottom. After that, you really want to start stirring them and treat them more like a scrambled egg than hash browns. Hey everybody, welcome back to Coop the Grill. We are going to make the best hash browns you've ever had today on the Blackstone. Let's get started. So today we're starting with red potatoes. I've got 4 potatoes. I peeled them already and they're sitting in water. They can sit in water for probably a day or two. But I just peeled these up this morning. And with your potatoes, you want to shred them back into water. We're going to rinse these potatoes off a couple of times. We're going to put them on a towel. We're going to pat them dry. And that is the start to making the best hash browns you've ever had. And look, it's pretty much everything just came right out of there. And a little bit left you can pull out with your hands if you'd like.
Careful of the blades.
Careful of the blades. But look at that. We're going to go rinse these off, and we're going to get the starch out of them, put them back on some paper towel to let them dry while we're getting our bacon on the Blackstone, which is step 2 to the best hash browns you've ever had. Mr. Grill was nice enough to rinse off our potatoes, so we're going to put them on a paper towel. That's the best thing you can do right there. And you level them out as best you can. Doesn't need to be perfect, right? Pat them dry. And we're just trying to get as much of the moisture out of there as we can. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect, but this is going to help us get crispy potatoes.
And that's also why we rinse them.
Yes, to get the starches off of there.
Yep.
All right. Step 1 done. Step 2, bacon.
Step 2 should always be bacon.
Yes. So this bacon came from a butcher shop. It's the best bacon we've ever had. You can get the store-bought bacon, and it'll be just fine. We're cooking it from frozen.
Well, and this is actually from a local farm.
It is from a local farm.
It's from Connor's Farm.
Connor's Farm does a great job. We get a lot of our beef and our pork from them. It's fantastic. Again, best bacon we've ever had. Now, what we're going to do is try and keep some of this grease, not all of it, but some of this bacon fat, and we're going to put our potatoes in the bacon fat, and that's going to get them nice and crispy. And you might be thinking, Sherman, I've already tried that, and it didn't work out so well. It didn't work out so well because you probably tried to make a potato slab, and it didn't work because it soaked up all that bacon grease, so you got a crispy outside. Instead of just having a nice soft inside, you had a greasy inside. We're going to solve that problem by making like scrambled hash browns, basically. We're just going to keep mixing these things up. It's going to get all the sides crispy. They're all going to taste like bacon. Best potatoes ever.
Oh, yeah.
So timing with breakfast, for me, is very important. I want the bacon to come off around the same time as the hash browns are coming off. So this is about perfect right here. Obviously, the bacon's not done, but you can see the bacon fat that I have on the griddle. So what I'm going to do is move these over and try and keep this amount of bacon fat. And I didn't just line them up in a row. I made them kind of like this on purpose, right? Everything's purposeful here.
Because that's where your hash browns will fit?
Where the hash browns are going.
You're so smart.
Well, I have my moments. You think this is going to work?
I don't know.
Wow.
Oh, it's like the tablecloth trick.
Reverse tablecloth trick.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's way more delicious.
Yes. Typically with your hash browns, you're going to spread these out, and you're going to try and make them all nice and flat. And you're just going to leave them like that, and you're going to try and square them off and make slabs, right? Slabs. Everybody does slabs of hash browns. We're not doing slabs of hash browns. We're mixing this up. Look at that. We're getting these all nice and coated with that bacon grease. And again, not a lot. And if you don't want to have bacon, or you don't have bacon, you can get bacon butter. We're doing Blackstone cheese steak seasoning.
You know, we've tried many seasonings from Blackstone, and they are good. I don't know that we've had one we were like, eh. Like, they are all good.
Yeah. You didn't need a whole lot of seasoning on these because that bacon seasons these up really nicely. But just a little bit.
Now, is that coated enough? So they look shiny. I guess I don't know if
Yes.
everybody can see that.
That's nicely coated. It's not dripping. You pull those up, it's dripping hash browns. It's not dripping grease.
Right.
So you don't want them to be too saturated. You just want enough on there to give it a good coat, so that it will start to darken up. And you'll see them start to crisp. And that's really when you want to start stirring these things around.
Oh, there's the sausage. I saw your apron. I was wondering what happened.
Well, I do like to suggest trying the sausage. It's my favorite recommendation.
That's true.
The beauty about cooking the bacon and the hash browns at the same time is if you don't think that you've got enough bacon grease on your hash browns, really, all it takes is moving some of this out of the way, grab some of these, right? Get them over there. And that's all you really need to do.
Oh, yeah. Look at it. It sucked that up. You can see it.
Well, and then, so you could do that with all of them, but that's going to be a lot of grease. You saw how much grease that potato just sucked up, right? Now you mix them in here, and it gets all the rest of them coated again. And that's the second time we coated these things. That's the last time we're going to coat these. This looks great the way it is right here. We're going to spread these out. You can pile them up. That's the great thing about this. If you don't have a lot of room and you need to condense, you can definitely do that. It just takes a little bit more stirring. If you've got the room, you can lay them out. It's just going to cook them a little bit faster. And that's what we're going to go for. Man,
it smells so good.
It smells great. I think that the bacon comes out better when you cook it from frozen instead of letting it thaw and then cooking it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, this stuff definitely does. It's not bad either way. It's delicious. But I think for crispness, like the evenness of the cook, I think you're right.
Yeah.
It's even all the way.
We did run out of propane, so the potatoes aren't cooking quite as fast as I'd like, and we started with the bacon, and that's why it's done faster than the potatoes today, but that's all right.
Oh, the sausage is cooking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. And then what we do is we just roll it up. I'm going to actually leave it right on the side here because that's nice and warm.
Perfect.
We'll keep it warm for us.
Our eggs today are from Silver Creek Farms over in South Range. She is selling her eggs, people, if you want farm fresh eggs.
Look at that. They're coming along nicely.
Oh, those are gorgeous.
Yeah. I did turn my heat up because of the propane issue, so I'm going to turn this back down a little bit.
Yeah.
Now we're getting to the scrambled egg part, right? You got the heat is still at medium, but you can see that everything's getting browned up. If you think you need a little bit more grease, do it sparingly, a little bit at a time. Just a little bit goes a long way. These are already well-oiled machines right here. Now you can let these sit for just a little bit if you want to. If you want to get them a little extra crispy, you can let them sit down. You can do something like that. More surface area, touching the griddle, gets them crispier faster. But you want to make sure that you're still stirring them. You can grab your spatulas and you can pick these things up as per normal, which is what I'm going to do today. But if you're doing a lot of them and you need a scoop, this scoop spatula is fantastic. I highly recommend it. They got them for about $15 over at Walmart or Amazon. We'll drop a link too. Yeah, we're going to taste test these. Look at that. Oh my. My gosh. These are the best hash browns ever. You guys, I highly recommend them. You can make them a little crispier if you want. You can, obviously to your doneness, but cook them in the bacon fat on the Blackstone. They don't need a whole lot of seasoning. These things are awesome. There you go. Well, thanks for cooking the perfect hash browns with us here today at Coop to Grill. Do not forget to like and subscribe, drop a comment, It helps grow our channel.
It's funny when we talk about like whiskey or vodka or whatever, and it's small batch made in this town. You know, it's all fancy, and then you have to buy it, and it's like $1 million more. It's funny because I feel like this is our meat. It's all small batch, hand raised, you know, but it's actually cheaper.
It is
to buy a whole cow or a whole pig or.
Well, and that small batch vodka I bought was actually only like 18 or 19 bucks.
Yeah.
Which is about the same as a regular, like if you buy Smirnoff or Absolute or you know, any one of those other ones. They've been getting a lot more reasonable. I think the equipment's come down.
Oh, I bet. Yep.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yep,
I found it right there. So hey, we got one done out of 7 million.
No, it's only like 5 million.
Yeah.
Do I get a piece of the sausage?
You get a piece of the sausage. Yes. I always make sure you get a piece of the sausage.
Oh my.
What?
I am so glad we got a Blackstone.
Oh, me too.
You can do so much with this thing.
Very versatile.
Yeah, it really is.